Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. First off, I just want to say Happy New Year. I'm super excited for this year. I have a lot of plans, but I just definitely need to have a planner and plan out all my videos and time because I will be starting school again. This video is kind of exciting because I know a lot of us struggle with after college. Everyone says after college it'll be fun, no more school, no more studying, yay. Little do they know, it's actually way harder than that.
Life after college completely sucks.
No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't really suck, it's just really hard to get into the groove of things. You have way much more responsibility than you did in college because, I mean, you were a college student and most of us didn't have full-time jobs. Some of us worked almost full-time, but most of the majority worked part-time. And the thing with part-time is a lot of jobs are a lot more flexible. Not a lot of them. Some of them are much more flexible with students, so you kind of get like an easy out for some situations. Well, that's not how it always is once you're done with school. I just wanted to share with you guys some of my tips I feel like hopefully will help you with life after college or what to do after college. I know it's a little bit scary, and being in school, you want to prepare yourself for the time that you're going to graduate and like getting a job and what exactly you're going to do. But it's really hard because you're so focused on trying to get good grades and try to pass college that you don't really have time to apply to like 50 jobs, do all the things you want to do before you actually graduate. It's hard. I totally understand everyone when they're like, I just want to still stay in school because it just feels like you're doing something, and once you're done with school it's completely different where you don't really have that much time to do those things, even though when you're in college you're so busy you feel like you don't have time. Enough rambling. Hopefully you guys get some helpful tips out of this. I know everyone has different experiences, but I just want to help you guys with my situation and the things that I did to help me with life after college. So first off, my first tip is get a job you love. That's more easy said than done because we all know getting a job is not as easy as it looks. I'm so thankful because I was a business student, so I was an information systems major, but I did take a lot of business classes which helped me in times that came to applying for jobs, how to apply, how to dress, which I kind of want to do a video on that because sometimes people just dress and like you're like, why are you wearing that? You're going to an interview, but people just don't know, and I want to help people in case they don't know how to dress or what to do, how to shake the hand and all those tips. So hopefully I can do a video like that. It's super hard to get yourself out there and apply for jobs. Yeah, you apply. Do you have a good resume? Do you have the skills they want? All of these jobs require 2 years of experience or 1 year of experience for like entry level, and you're just like, I just got to college, like I have no experience. Or I do have a customer service experience, but I don't have exactly what I majored in. And that's the thing that, like, one of the tips I want to give you guys for how to get the job you love. Have skills or get an internship or any job that you have during college. Just apply to those that have something to do with your major, because you'll end up getting so much more background in what you want to do, and it's so hard when you're in college to figure out what you want to do. So that's why it's easier for you. Let's say you're an HR major and you apply for HR internships, and then you know exactly how your job's going to be, so then you know if you like it or know if you don't like it. Because then when you think you love a certain job, you're not going to know until you actually work it. So my number one tip is, like, while you're in school, apply to jobs that have something to do with what you want to do in your career. I didn't do that. I mean, I did do that. There just wasn't enough IT. I don't want to fix computers. I want to work with systems. So there was none of those like positions out there that I wanted during the time that I was looking for them. So what I ended up doing, I'm like, you know what? I just need experience. So I started working in HR. I learned a lot about HR to the point that like I feel like I could go out there and apply for an HR job, entry level position, and get it because I just had so much background. I knew so much already that I felt like I knew what to present if I would have gotten an interview. But I didn't want to do HR. That's exactly why getting the job you love requires some experience, some background, and it's so hard because they ask for all of these requirements. We were just like, I mean, I have class experience, does that count? And really, I mean, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes employers really want to see like legit work experience. Anyways, so the tip to get the job you love, I would suggest just applying to the jobs you actually like. Read the description, see if you can see yourself in that position. If you can't, don't apply for it. Because then you put yourself in a situation where, yeah, you apply for it, you get the interview, oh, and you even get the job. But was it the job that you even really wanted? Maybe not. Make sure that you apply for jobs that you truly feel like you can fit in. I'm so lucky. I am working for the same organization. I was an intern and then now I'm a full-time employee, and I completely love what I do. The description, it literally had nothing to do what I thought it would do. Sometimes being in the interview, you realize what the job's about, and that's when you need to know if these people that are interviewing me, would I like to work with them? Do they come off like they love their job? Do they come off like they like their leadership? Or all of these things you need to take into consideration, because you don't want to get a job right out of college and then just work there for a month, 5 months, a year. You know, you want to establish your career and you want to protect your resume, and you don't want to be just jumping around position after position. And I am so thankful that I got the job that I like, and I definitely see myself for like the next 5, 10, 15 years if possible. I mean, you never know, things will change, but just apply for jobs that you truly feel like you would like. And if you guys need help with your resume and stuff like that, let me know, and I would definitely want to do a video on that or a blog and just tell you guys my helpful tips that I learned at school. I mean, I'm no pro, but I do like helping people sometimes when they ask me if they need help with the resume. Okay, so for the second tip is find a passion or a hobby. A lot of people, when they're in college, they do anything from sports in general, play college varsity sports, or like clubs, fraternity, sorority life. They do a lot of things. They help at the university, they're mentors, they're volunteers, blah 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 blah, they're everything. When they're in college, it's like bam 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 bam, they don't have time for anything because they're doing so much. So then when you graduate and let's say you do get a full-time job, well, you're working 8 to 5. So then like, what else are you gonna do to keep busy? And once I finished college, I was like, okay, yeah, like I'll still be doing my internship and working full-time, but then I'm like, what else am I gonna do? And I know other people would be like, yes, I can finally like sleep and I can relax, and trust me, I did my enough sleeping. I wanted to do other things, you know, I have my blog, I like posting things on there. I know I wasn't super freaking, but it's because a lot of things happened in my life, so I was like in a mellow mood for a while. That's like the passion that I have. I want to sit on here and like record videos. The only reason I haven't been recording videos isn't because I don't have time. It's because I get out of work at 3:30 and come home and it's just so dark because I live in a part of town where the sun like doesn't hit here. I'm kind of like screwed in that aspect, and I was like, darn it, I need to buy a light, and I just like hadn't gotten around to it. I did buy the light and now I can start recording videos, but that's like the only reason why. And same thing with my blogging pictures. I used to do them all the time after work, but then it's just the light. The light is literally a thing, and I do things on the weekends, so I can't just like post or take pictures on the weekends for the week because I have a lot of things doing on the weekends, especially now it's the holidays. I've not had a break and I need one. But I feel like you should find something that you like doing, and that way it makes life after college a little bit more interesting instead of just, well, in college I used to do this and in college I used to do that, and it's like, well, you can still do that. You can still do a bunch of the things that you used to do. Like I volunteer still, even though I'm not like active in my sorority or having to do my community service hours. I know a lot of people say, well, you know, you want to get a job that you love, that, oh, it's like not work, and I totally understand that, but like I feel like you should also do something on the side, whether it's working out, whether it's going and playing ball with your friends or going and doing something. But I feel like you should always do something on the side because it's a stress reliever, and I just don't like doing nothing. I like staying busy, so the more things that I do, the better I like it, the better I feel about myself. That's my tip number 2, is finding a passion or a hobby after college. Tip number 3, balance your money. A lot of people are in debt from college and like having to find a job and having to pay for it. So like balance your money. A lot of people do get excited with, oh, I'm working full time now and I get paid a little bit more than usual. Oh my god, I have a lot of money. Oh my god, let me spend it, you know? And it's like, no, like don't do that, you know, be smart with your money. Yes, you're getting paid, but with that comes a lot more responsibility. So, bills. You know, maybe your parents aren't going to pay for your phone anymore, they're not going to pay for your insurance, you're going to have to pay your own car, you're going to have to find a place to live. All of these things are things that you need to take into consideration, so don't be like, oh yeah, let me just boop, 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 spend my money like crazy. Definitely suggest like I planned out like how much money I would be making, what my bills were, how much I should be saving, so that way if I don't save that, it's like, okay, what am I wasting my money on? If you plan your money like that, it's just, you're a lot more responsible and you know where your money is going to. One of the apps that I have that I suggest for you guys is called, it's from the company Intuit, and the app is called Mint, and that keeps track of all of your like expenses for the month. It shows how much like assets or how much you made and how much you spent, all your deductions. So then that way you can see in categories like, oh my god, I spent like $100 on food, and that wasn't like groceries. I was like legit going out, or I spent so much money on clothes, or etc, etc, etc. So that way you keep track of your money and you're just a lot more responsible about it. So just don't think that you can just go crazy and spend your money. I mean, if you have money to spend, go ahead and do whatever you want, but my tip is just to definitely be wise about your money, and be like an actual adult and don't just spend it on like dumb things because you work hard for it. So. Tip number 4 is to update your LinkedIn. My profile picture isn't updated, so I shouldn't be really saying this, but be responsible about your LinkedIn just as much as you're responsible for posting on social media and posting on like Instagram, Facebook, etc. So LinkedIn is just like that. I have people that still add me and they're always on there engaging, and I'm not necessarily engaging on there like posting, but I do like to go back on there and like sponsor people or endorse people, like their skills. Make sure you're actively on there, especially if you don't have a job. Just like be looking at positions there, try to get in contact with recruiters that are on there especially, so, or friends that are connections to the place that you want to work at. Be very engaged into that, because I noticed like a lot of, that's how I got one of my jobs, or like got emailed for a job there. It was like in Silicon Valley. I mean, I would have taken it, but I can't move. Update your skills and all of your like your resume on there, then you're most likely to like find people with the same passions, therefore you can apply to jobs that they work at, or see where some of your classmates work at and see if you can like get a foot in the door. Use social media for your advantage, don't just like do away with it. And tip number 5, to do your traveling before you get a full-time job that you actually really love. Everyone always says, yeah, after college I'm gonna travel the world and do this and do that and move here and go over here. I'm sorry, but like have a plan. Going and traveling like costs a lot of money, and especially if you have a full-time job, sometimes you don't accrue like annual leave or like paid vacation until like 30 days from your hire date. And it takes time to actually build in like a week, 5 days, 10 days. So do the math. It's gonna take a while before you can actually travel, let alone have money to pay for your bills while you're gone and money while you're while you're going to your destination. So a lot of people think it's like super easy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do this and that, and it's like, it's not that easy. Yeah, maybe you do have money, but it's like, well, I don't have vacation. I can't just like take off and leave because I have responsibilities now. I did, and I'm so thankful I did it, because I did it while I was in college. I studied abroad, went to China, did my thing. I knew I wanted to keep doing my thing, but I like having responsibility. I always wanted to have a full-time job. I always wanted to work. I like working, and that's why I like doing a lot of things. I love staying busy, and I knew that these responsibilities would come, so that's why back then I thought, oh, if I travel abroad now while I'm in school, I can leave for 3 months. Who's gonna pay me when I graduate, getting a recent like full-time job? Who's gonna pay me to go to China for 3 months, let alone like 4, I think. You know, so do it while you're in college, especially if you're in college. Like if you guys are still in college, study abroad. do it. Everyone that's gone, like, no one has regretted it. The thing is, after you graduate, it's a lot harder. It's not as easy to just like take off and leave, so you're gonna have to wait a couple of like months before you can actually go and like travel. A lot of people, I've noticed, like it's not as easy as we think it is. I definitely want to do it. I want to keep traveling. I like traveling. Think twice before you plan to travel after you like graduate, because when you get a full-time job that you actually like, it's not going to be that easy. Do it. I have seen people do this where they saved enough money from working part-time while they're going to college, saving that money, and then as soon as they graduated, they took off. So they took off for like that summer. If you graduate like in May, they took off for like a month, let's say 2 months, and they just backpacked. And then they came back to reality, to the point that they had to, you know, get a full-time job and start working and start paying their student loans. For you to take your 3 months, it's a little bit harder once you get out of college. So my tip is do it as soon as you can once you graduate, or do it while you're in school. But that's pretty much it. Those are all of my tips. I do have a lot more, a lot of my experiences that I experienced in college, and like helpful tips to succeed in college, because college was hard. A lot of people think it's easy, but it's a struggle. The struggle's real, and it takes a lot of determination and like self-advocacy to like push through it and know that you're capable of doing so much more than you think you can. Always think of yourself, always be your own cheerleader. My boyfriend always tells me that, because I'm like, do I look good? And he's like, you should know if you look good. You should feel like you're like your own cheerleader. You should be like, yes, I look good, or no, I don't look good. So you should be your own cheerleader while you're in school, and like keep pushing through it, because going to school is a really good thing. Just make sure that you have a plan after college and you know what you want to do, and that way you're not just stuck into this boat where like, oh my god, I've been looking for a job for 8 months and I haven't gotten it. You know, be active. You need to be active. You need to get in contact with the people that you know that work in the place that you want to work in, or build those contacts early on, so that way you're not on the struggle bus once you graduate, because it can be hard. It takes some time. I was on the struggle bus for a little bit, but thankfully I still had my internship, so then I was able to just go straight into my full-time job in the same organization. But not all of us have that luck, so yeah, if you ever need help, just let me know. You can comment down below, or you can, I know a lot of people like to direct message me. You can direct message me, that's totally fine. I know a lot of people don't comment, but they do like ask me like advice and stuff like that, and I'm totally open for that, so don't think that I don't. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully I can make a video soon. I don't know when. I will be starting school again. I'm over here giving advice after college, and then I'm going back. Yeah, I like school a lot. So I have a lot of plans for 2017 too. So thank you so much for all of your support. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. So until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye!